three leaders to address us. We have Sudha Sundaraman, Vice President of Aidwa, S. Punyavati, Treasurer of Aidwa, and Malu Lakshmi, Aidwa Telangana General Secretary and a member of the Aidwa Secretariat. These comrades will brief you on the resolutions that have been passed and the themes of the discussions that have been taking place on our struggles so far. So I hand the mic over to Sudha Sundaraman to start the deliberations.
Thank you very much. May I sit and speak? Should I stand? I may sit and speak. My warm greetings to our friends from the media on behalf of Aidwa. And on day 3 of this very remarkable and impressive conference, 14th National Conference of Aidwa, being hosted by our Telangana unit, it is a great pleasure to see that the media is also extending its support, and we request you to do so further also. Over the past days, many issues are being discussed, and I will just like to start by pointing out how the Aidwa organization has expanded over these years. When we started the All India organization, our first national conference was held in Chennai in 1981, March. And since then, at that time, we were present, our presence was in about 9 states, it's about 8 to 10,000 members. Today, when we look back and when we look at where we have reached, today we are there present in 26 states across the country, and we have a membership of 1 crore 6 lakhs. And from each region, you see, we are there in Jammu Kashmir, in Kanyakumari, in the southernmost regions. We are there in Gujarat. We have a presence in Manipur, where, as you know, so many problems are there, but the women there are organized under Aidwa, taking up issues. We are there in Tripura, Assam. So in Chhattisgarh, we have been having many activities. So across the country, through our work, we have been involving and we have been bringing in more and more women into a movement to address the roots of their exploitation. We have about 50,000 units in more than 300 districts. So there are very many issues that have come up in the discussions, and we have passed many resolutions, and also we will be today having some discussions on the commission reports. So it will not be possible to cover everything, and also I have with me Punyavati and Lakshmi, who will be addressing you and giving you a lot more details. They will also be speaking in Telugu. So I will be a little brief, and I would like to focus on 3-4 important things that I would like to bring to your attention, because women as workers, women as citizens, we find that their rights today are under attack by the BJP RSS forces, the BJP government. The first point I'd like to bring to your attention is that the recent exercise on SIR, the Special Intensive Revision of the Rules undertaken by the Election Commission of India, is actually a most unfortunate thing, that in the name of going in for revision, actually what is happening is a huge disenfranchisement of our people, those who are entitled to vote because they are here as part of the Indian populace, because they have been born here. That a basic right is being snatched from them in the name of the SIR. We want to protest against this way that they have changed what is a basic right into some kind of handout, and that they have to prove their existence, they have to prove their citizenship. I want to mention 2 things, 2 examples, bring to your also attention what is happening in some of the places. You know, in Bihar, when they did the SIR just before the elections, there were 65 lakh voters who were not brought in. Of that, 47 lakhs who are left out were women. And a data survey by a team which went there showed that of this, the highest percentage is of young married women who have shifted from where they were earlier to their place of marriage. So they have migrated because of marriage. Maximum number of votes lost is of this section of migrants. They are also in a way migrants. Other migrants have also lost. But this section of women, nobody is bothered about their votes. That means that nobody is bothered where they have lost their vote in their birthplace, in where they have studied, grown up, and their families, there also their vote is gone. Where they have come, there also their vote has disappeared. And let me tell you, the number of documents that they are asking for, these women are unable to provide those documents. Is it fair to ask them? Is it fair to make them prove that? Is it fair to tell them to bring their proof of birth as their parents' birth certificates, the father's birth certificate from where they were earlier? Is it fair to ask them to bring that? It is not. Injustice. It is an injustice being perpetrated right across. This is not just in Bihar. Recently in Tamil Nadu, 97 lakh voters. See all the states which are going for elections: Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Assam, Pondicherry, and West Bengal. So in all these places you find that the kind of ways in which the votes are being reduced, this will affect the politics and the basic right of the woman to vote. So this is something that we have highlighted, and we have taken a mission, and we will be taking it up in all manners. Make sure that those who are born here, who are entitled to be the citizens of the country, in the name of this SIR, they cannot be disenfranchised. This is our constitutional right. The second point I'd like to put before you, and that's a very important resolution on how climate change and environmental damage has been particularly impacting adversely on women. Women from the poorest sections. So they are already under stress. They already have number of problems that they are already facing. Now, when you look at how the policies of growth, the capitalist growth direction, how it is affecting many of the regions where the women are located. Do you know that the recent events of huge floods and excessive rains in Uttarakhand, in Himachal, in all the hilly regions, all these places, all villages have got washed away. There is no place for the women to live. No habitations are left. What will happen? But the government is continuing with its policy of denuding the forests, denuding vegetation. All the steps that should be taken to safeguard environment and reduce the damage, the government is going in the opposite direction because it is of benefit to them. They are giving huge tracts of land, forests to Adani, Ambani. But they are saying they are going to plant trees. After having cut off the forest, they will plant trees. So in Chhattisgarh, in Jharkhand, in Andhra Pradesh, in Telangana, they are cutting off the major forests and giving it to mining, for mining rights are being given to Adani, Ambani at favorable conditions for them. And they are talking about climate and this at a very superficial level. So we have looked at this issue. Water, air, basic living rights, right to live in a safe environment. This is something every woman should be entitled to, every working person should be entitled to, and we are going to fight on this in the coming days. As you know, in Delhi, you cannot even breathe comfortably. Everybody now will be going around with one apparatus. They will have to breathe through an apparatus. Please, let us all wake up to this. Otherwise, very soon, same situation will come to the other regions of the country also. So this is something that we are taking up. And we will also, this sort of growth which pushes women out, this kind of development towards privatization of all resources, this we have to fight on all fronts, including education. education, including in health, including in services, basic services. Education not only being saffronized, it's also that girls studying in the schools, in the villages, they are saying merger of the schools. And maximum number of girls are getting dropped out. They are dropping out of schools. That is very unjust. How will the girls study if they have to be sent to urban areas? In the name of merger, what is happening is women are being denied basic education, and in higher education the fees has gone up due to privatization. There also girls are suffering the most. And in health also women are in great distress. The resolutions point out the degree to which they are in distress. So in this context we have looked at the alternative policies in a state like Kerala, which has the LDF in power. A state like Kerala, in such circumstances, we want to congratulate, and we have passed a resolution congratulating them on the way that they have worked to eliminate absolute poverty, eliminate poverty amongst the most suffering sections. So extreme poverty, they have identified where it occurs, how it occurs, and they have managed to step in. This is really an achievement. It is not something that is impossible even within the given regime. They have tried it and they have done it. So we welcome that, and we welcome the other steps being taken over there, which includes how they are trying to safeguard women from the MFIs, from the clutches of new breed of moneylenders. This is something that they have done through Kudumbashri and other such institutions where women are able to access credit at affordable, they are able to act. Just as in other states, we had done survey in Telangana, in Andhra, in the Tamil Nadu, in Bihar, in many of the states. The women are losing what they earn, what little income they get. They are losing it in huge interest that they have to pay to the MFIs. They are taking 2 loans, 3 loans, 4 loans, 5 loans, loan after loan, and they are unable to pay back, and they are forced to pay back. They are being harassed. There are cases of suicide. And what is the government doing? The RBI policy is actually standing with the deregulation and helping out the private companies who can now set up NBFCs and get into the MFI sector. This is not acceptable. This is not proper. This is very unfair to women who are laboring so hard. On the aspect of labor, we have passed a very important resolution, which I will now request Punyavati to expand further on. So these are the 3-4 points that I would like to place over here. And our fight for survival, for equal rights, for dignity, and for what we got in the Constitution, we will continue with that fight against imperialism, against Manuvad and communal agenda, and for upholding women's rights. Thank you very much for being with us in this fight, I hope.